Season fighter.
I have our second of 10 professional fights ready. These fighters are smaller, but I'm sure they're quite energetic. In the blue corner, Victor Tirado.
And will be shortly making his way to the cage.
Yeah, both these fighters standing at 5'10", so they're equal in the height, almost equal in the age. Yokum being 31 and Tirado 30, so these guys are probably pretty evenly matched up here.
His opponent, Alex Yokum.
Special thanks to some of our sponsors. I want to give a shout out to NorCal Fight Shop. One of the best MMA apparel businesses in the business.
In the blue corner, he's 30 years old, undefeated professionally with a record of 2 wins and no losses. He fights for PFMMA out of Sonora, Mexico. He is Victor Tirado. And in the red corner, fighting in his professional debut, he's 31 years old and fights for Bravo Zulu MMA and Bay Jiu-Jitsu out of San Francisco, California. He is Alex Takuma Yokum. Your referee for this fight is Josh Rosenthal.
Our referee for this fight is UFC veteran referee Josh Rosenthal. And Tusi, you know one of the best things about these fights when it's a guy making his pro debut against an undefeated pro MMA fighter is that somebody is walking away from here undefeated. And who will it be? Let's find out right now as they touch gloves. Both gentlemen clinching up right away early into the first period. Tirado pressed against the cage by his opponent.
Tirado doing the right thing here. He's got those underhooks.
Oh, attempted hip toss. Oh, looking for like a berimbolo roll, some type of leg lock.
It's beautiful transition.
Takuma looking for a heel hook. That's a deep, deep heel hook, and he can do that now because he's a pro MMA fighter. Those are not allowed in the amateurs. But right now, he looks like he knows exactly what he's doing with the leg of his opponent. Will he finish the heel hook? Tirado doing the right thing by rolling. But you can only roll so far once they get against the cage. There's nowhere left to run.
He's almost got that knee bar there.
It's very close. You know, the best thing to do in this situation is to play the leg lock game with him. If he's going for a leg lock, try to find one of your own.
Absolutely. Well said. So far, just a chess match here, a little bit of a stalemate.
Yeah, both fighters are very good grapplers. We haven't seen much stand-up so far, but it did look like both of them want to grapple because they both agreed to clinch up very early into the first minute of this fight.
Yokum looked like he's not letting go of that foot. Still, Tirado not in a whole lot of danger.
Tirado doing a nice job with those heel kicks to the body. That's not something we see too often, but it is a threat, and it does hurt a little bit, and Takuma knows it, and that's taking just a little bit of the aggressiveness off of Takuma's leg lock, but she's looking to tighten up again. Rolling away correctly is Tirado. Takuma relentless with the heel hook, looking to transition. And the thing about heel hooks is you want to tap before they hurt, because once they hurt, they hurt. There's a reason, let me tell you, there's a reason heel hooks are banned from jiu-jitsu competition until you're a brown or black belt.
Absolutely.
Because leg locks are a dangerous, dangerous game to play with.
He'll definitely be put out of training for at least 3 to 4 months. But still, Victor Tirado doesn't seem like he's in a whole lot of danger. Looks very calm.
the face of Takuma is wide open, but notice how Victor Tirado is not attacking the face with that right hand. It's because he needs to control the wrist of Takuma with his available hand. See how he's attacking with his right hand?
Absolutely.
His left hand, he could be dropping bombs on the head of his opponent, but if he does that, then his opponent will get the wrist control back and potentially be able to finish this heel hook.
Yeah. Tirado's got that limb. I mean, if he wanted to, he might be able to frame up some kind of Kimura lock, but
slowly getting deeper and deeper is that heel hook.
Yeah.
And this is a tough round to call because there's a few shots landed by both guys, but no one is really in definite control because the threat of the heel hook is there, but technically Tirado's on top, and now looking to change the pace of this fight.
Tirado's out.
Tirado is out. That was a deep heel hook held on for nearly 3 minutes by Akuma. Elbows to the head.
And somehow, some way, Yokum is able to get back on top position here.
Tirado's in rubber guard. Let's see what he can do with it. I really like the unorthodox type of jiu-jitsu and grappling that we're seeing. We got Tirado displaying a very nice rubber guard, and we saw a heel hook from his opponent, and it's just this type of stuff that you really don't see too much in MMA. You see it a lot in grappling tournaments, especially no-gi grappling competition, such as Naga. But you know, in MMA fights, you just don't see the fancy stuff.
No, and this is the first round, so as the fight goes on and the fighters get more sweat, it'll be a lot harder to pull off these submissions. Their bodies will be too slippery. So they're getting over in the first round. This is their best chance right now at pulling off any kind of submissions while they're still dry.
Definitely. Yeah, in the second round, I guarantee you that heel hook is not going to be there. And if it is, he's going to have to work for it.
Absolutely.
Oh, looking for a triangle is Victor Tirado. We have 5 seconds to go here in round number 1. Round number 1 comes to a close.
So far, very well.
How would you score that first round, Tuzi?
No, it's going to be a hard one to score for the judges. It was a lot of back and forth, but I believe Yokum had Tirado in trouble most of the round. That's definitely going to play a part in the judges' decision. I'm going to give that 10-9 in favor of Tirado.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, the way this scoring for this sport works is the judges will look at who's on top. If you're on the bottom, even if you have a submission such as an armbar or a triangle locked in, you're technically still flat on your back and your opponent is on top of you. So on the judges' scorecards, technically whoever's on top is winning. And I would say, although just barely, Tirado was on top for the majority of the first round.
Absolutely. Tirado was on the top, didn't really do too much damage. So we're going to see what the judges have to say about it. That was a great first round by both these fighters. Accidental eye poke, I should say. So it looks like Yokum's ready to go.
And round number 2 is underway.
Let's see if they display some stand-up here.
Oh, nice leg kick by Takuma.
Tries to set that takedown with the overhand.
And I don't want to say I thought I saw a head kick when Takuma was on his knee, but body parts are flying. It's hard to see exactly what goes down.
Absolutely.
But I will say the refs are well trained, and while they do make back calls sometimes, every single one of them is very well educated. They know more about the sport than 99% of the people sitting in this building and watching at home. And right now we've got a very funky position. Both gentlemen looking to scramble and improve their position. Nice short elbows to the body on display by Tirado. And Yokum doing a nice job of passing guard. He's looking for that full mount to get on top of his opponent. And now what Tirado needs to do here is shrimp out, which it looks like he's trying to do. He needs to push away from the hip and move his own hips away from his opponent, but it looks like Akuma's so strong, his grappling is so good that shrimping out is very hard for his opponent to do. But now Tirado looking again for that rubber guard. We'll see if he can do anything with it.
Yeah. Yokum attempting to pass that half guard, steps over.
And one advantage that Tirado does have over his opponent in this fight is that he's used to being able to utilize those knees and elbows to the head, as well as some of the submissions that aren't allowed in amateur fights. Because keep in mind, this is Yokuma's professional debut, so he's not necessarily used to throwing those elbows and knees or getting elbowed and kneed in the head.
Right, absolutely.
So even the little ones, they'll get inside your head.
Those of you who have just tuned in, this is our second professional bout of the evening of the main card. Victor Tirado taking on Alex Takuma Yokum. So far, a very even matchup in this second round here.
And on behalf of everyone here at Dragon House MMA, we'd like to give a special shout out to the people making this broadcast possible. BrightPathVideo.com for all your broadcasting needs. Contact 415-250-6520 or info@brightpathvideo.com.
Also, giving a special shout out to NorCal Fight Shop, the official fight apparel of the MMA world. Anybody looking for MMA gear can reach NorCal Fight Shop at www.norcalfightshop.com or call them at 415-447-4132.
And of course, bomb first. No words, bomb first.
Just bomb. I love it.
Now Yokuma's on top, looking for some overhand rights almost to the head of Victor Tirado. Both men looking pretty tired because these are not amateur fights anymore. These are 3 5-minute rounds, and those extra 3 minutes make all the difference in the world.
Looking to frame up a triangle here.
Tirado looking for a triangle.
Yokum gets out.
Does a very nice job of escaping that submission attempt, and now he's in side control. This is exactly where he wants to be. And it looks like Yokuma's got a Von Flue choke, and it almost looked like his opponent tapped. The Von Flue choke is deep, and it doesn't look like much, but the shoulder of Yokuma is in the throat of Takuma, and he taps. And that's a wrap. Beautiful Von Flue choke, and Alex Yokuma wins by submission. He is now undefeated at 1-0 as a professional MMA.
What a beautiful performance by Yokum there. Just an excellent display of grappling skill and technique there. Finishes the fight with a Von Flue choke. That doesn't happen very often. That is a very hard submission to pull off, and he does it. He defeats Tirado here in the second round at Dragon House 27 via submission.
And you know, I think that may or may not have been the first ever Von Flue submission we've seen here in the Dragon House cage. In the corner of Tirado, very excited that their young athlete is now 1-0 undefeated as a professional MMA fighter. And this is what the sport is all about, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Usually it's never personal between us fighters. It's all about business. You come in, you have an opponent. Fighters don't usually take it personal. Some do, some don't. But after the fight's all said and done, there's a great display of sportsmanship, clapping the hands, a hug, whatever. It's never personal between these fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, 3 minutes and 38 seconds into round number 2 via tap out by the Von Flue choke in the red corner, Alex Takuma Yokum.
Alex Takuma, only 31 years old, but he's now 1-0 and undefeated in his professional career. And coming up next, we have fight number 3 on our professional card, Arturo Hernandez versus Abraham Vasau, the Dragon House hometown favorite, 28-year-old taking on the 33-year-old out of Thrive MMA.